everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Hello. Welcome to the weekend live stream for the crypto market. So we're gonna start today with our deep analysis for the crypto market to see what do we have and what to expect for the next week and of course for next days. So let me welcome all of you. Shafi, welcome. Nice to see you, man. Hi KG, hope you're having a good weekend. I wish you also the same. Thank you, buddy. And everyone hit the likes and share the stream. Yes, thank you for reminding us always. Thank you guys for your support. And of course, yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. And of course, subscribe for the channel if you are new. Also, you're very welcome to the community. And Sui, if isn't already being covered, please, of course, Sui is one of our main coins, so it is there. And of course, we have a list, a main list, of course, that it's gonna, of course, tell us a little bit much more clearer answer what we might have in the next week. So we have Bitcoin, the dominance, Ethereum, Solana, Injective, Sui, Render, FET, SPX 6900, Virtuals, and Tau for the AI coins here. And Link, XRP, and AAVE, and those are a little bit from the last stream where we are watching it for bullish potential here. Of course, we have also some requests also from our Discord membership. Of course, you're very welcome, guys. If you would like to join our community and support the channel, that will be very, very nice from you. Thank you very much. So let's see what do we have. Hamdana. Okay, Hamdana. Hi KG, please do bad gala SKLAN. Okay. Sorry, buddy. We're gonna take just one per person. Okay, we're gonna put the others in the if we have time, if we have more time, of course. Okay, so just to keep some space for everyone, because of course it's gonna be a long stream as usual for the crypto market. And anyway, we can do it tomorrow. Yeah, so we're gonna have always as we do. I try my best to go with a special request as well with this was regarding of course this main list. But if we have more uncovered, we're gonna cover tomorrow with a new live stream, just specialized of course for the special request. Okay, so we're gonna put a bat here. So Gala, it has been a long time we didn't take a look at it. But we're gonna keep just also one per person if we have more time. Dubai Fitness, hello buddy, how you doing? I am doing well, thank you buddy. Ada, yes, we can see Ada Cardano. That is interesting. Joe, hello buddy, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well too. I'm happy to attend your live stream. I'm happy to see you too, buddy. Thank you, man. Thank you. You are really nice. Thank you, buddy. Could you take a look at COTI? All right, if we are still bullish or short, yes, we can take a look at it. All right, so we have Feli Gideon. Hello, KG BONK. Yes, we can do BONK, of course. By the way, I think someone asked for BONK on Discord and I missed it. Now you remind me. So BONK is gonna be in Discord because I just they wrote it in the wrong section, but here we go. All right. I have a good memory. Can you analyze Uni? All right. Yes, we can analyze Uni. Uniswap. Uni is in German. Sorry, guys. Uni then. Hungo, hello, buddy. Please look at TEL USD. Okay, TEL. We'll see TEL. All right. Next one. You're very welcome, Hungo. Latest trend, LTC. We have it already, buddy. Yes, we have it. We have it there. Ted, hello, buddy. How you doing? I'm doing great too. Thank you. And Ted, my anxiety is at its all-time high. This is the most difficult cycle yet. Yes, there is some anxiety, but I start to see, of course, something probably to reverse from there. Yeah, so we're gonna see. I mean, I'm not yet 100% sure before I dive also with you guys. I have no idea yet. Okay, that's why I do the deep analysis here for the whole crypto market to get an answer. KG, I got a huge ADA bag. Okay. and I'm in trouble. All right, is it so bad? I didn't look since a long time, so we're gonna see a coin for Tamiguchi. All right, see a coin. Interesting to look at it. Also, a very interesting one. Good afternoon, MT. Nice to see you here. Nasim, hello, hello. And hi, KG, SKL2, please. Yeah, I just mentioned that you already asked for this, but I mentioned that you can ask only for one request, and I put one of yours there. Okay, so if we have more time, we're gonna put it there. But if we have more time, it's the first time I give you twice, but yeah. All right, we're gonna see what we have, guys. Let's start with it. So we have Bitcoin. We are at 15 minute 30. Today, I didn't made any deep analysis. Was a little bit busy in the morning doing my private stuff, but yeah, I left it a little bit to dive a little bit deeper here with the all-time history of Bitcoin, and of course to dive to the 1 hour chart with it. So basically, on the all-time history, guys, we can see that we are very, very close to the top here regarding every single cycle, right? We move in this curvy shape here, and we are very, very close to a top. Now, we didn't reach it 100%, but the thing is that you finished 5 ways up. Now, what is interesting is that we have a finished wave A or a wave 1. And that means, of course, in this impulse that you got through the cycles here, we're talking about 20 years almost, we have already finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So here we have finished 5 waves impulsive for Bitcoin through 3 cycles, and we got our correction, and we got an answer. Because the answer, as you know, always, even when we talk about lower time frame, 5 ways up, 3 ways down, taking the high, right? This is a confirmation that you are bullish there. This is exactly what happened through the cycles. 5 ways up, you got the 3 ways down, and you got 5 ways up, taking the high here. And that means we are in a confirmation here for something still very, very bullish to unfold toward the upside. And currently, since we have finished potentially the 5 ways up for a wave 1, in case you are in an ABC here, this ABC, of course, is your flat, expanding flat market, bear market, and then we move toward the upside. This time, it is the most special bear market ever for Bitcoin because it's the first time we see an expanding flat as a bear market. And of course, every pattern you see as per Elliott wave, it always reflects a psychology. What we saw before always is, of course, fear and FOMO, right? FTX and Russian-Ukrainian wars and the deep web things and so on, right? So the previous bear markets. This time, we have much more healthier market than ever. Despite that we are looking for lower prices, guys. This is nothing. This is nothing in comparison what we got before. And I believe that this bear market this time is a very healthy one, especially when you get an expanding flat. Because expanding flat means a wave B taking the high here. And that means, of course, the market is willing to get higher prices, is not satisfied with this impulse there. And when you have an expanding flat, means, of course, it means greed, of course. But when you get very greed, it forms the expanding flat, right? And that's why you become in an expanding flat, because somehow the market comes to a point, it starts to doubt itself as well. Like, okay, that's too much, right? Like, I'm very greed. Okay, yeah, I was very greed. I'm gonna get out, and it starts the fear, right? And the things, of course, unfold the expanding flat wave C with another low, which is in confluence with the most strongest area built up here for Bitcoin ever as a support. If you take a look in the history, you don't have any kind of this strong sideways anywhere in Bitcoin. I'm talking about this strong sideways and we move up. Yeah, and that means, of course, if we move down, it's going to play as a very strong support. And this means, of course, if we have a confluence with a 0.38 here, which is around the 70K, I would say, ABC, which is in confluence with this area as well. You take the 0.38, which is the minimum requirement. This is a perfection for, of course, a new bull run. Okay, so what I'm looking for right now is, of course, to finish exactly this wave C and then moving for a new bull run above the 200K here. We're talking for the wave 3, which it might be the most impulsive and explosive wave here, 218K. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And it might be very, very fast. And that because this is your wave 3 of 3, because this right now, what you see right now, it's going to unfold, is a major wave 3, because you have a big wave 1, you have the wave 2, you start a wave 3 toward the upside. In this wave 3, you finished the 1, and currently we're finishing the wave 2 of it, and that's why it might be shallow, because always the wave 3 of 3 can produce a very shallow wave 2 as well, which is the 0.38, and then moving very fast toward the upside, 200K. So if we dive inside it, meaning right now for the scenarios that we have for Bitcoin, in case that we are still looking for this potential scenario as an expanding flat, this one exactly, we are looking, of course, at a wave 1 finished over there, right, that we saw on the all-time history. We are in ABC toward the downside. Now here it is much more precise, the targets and the timing, of course, as you can see. We got, of course, kind of like a signal that whether we are in double 1, 2, we dive very deep in a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or we are in a diagonal here for a wave 1, big wave 1, you get a wave 2, you get a wave 3 and 4 and a 5 to finish within the time as well, 0.618 here, which is required for a wave C. And then we start to move toward the upside from the 70K. So very interesting what's going on. We're going to dive also inside the 1 hour chart here or 2 hour chart to see exactly what happened the last week. So what we got, of course, here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1. We got 3 waves for wave 2 corrective, and we follow it exactly step by step. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or even you can count all of it, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, right? But yeah, if we take a look here, you will see that this might be an invalidation. But if we dive deeper here, you will see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1 finished there. So probably this can be your A, B, and a C. And even this did not interfere with the zone 1 because your zone 1 is over there. So meaning, okay, can be even a clear impulse, 1, 2 again, in double 1, 2 as well. Or it can be, of course, a big 1, 2 again. But I doubt it, guys. I think that this is double 1, 2, probably. And we dive deeper. So you got followed by double 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, a 4, and a 5 probably still might be unfolding for lower here. In the 2 hour chart here, if we take a closer look, even 1 hour chart, you have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You are currently in a potential correction still. Okay, A, B, and a C might move for higher a little bit here and then moving down again. By all means, if I bring this is my wave 4, I'm still looking for it. Okay, I'm still looking for this blue box. Probably it can be a triangle, like a running triangle, A, B, C, D, E. But yeah, first we have to count potentially here because of the impulse. We have to count an A, B, C expanding flat. So probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then dropping down. Okay, so if this is the case of a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and a wave 5. By the way, wave 2 is, of course, already given here. So probably, yeah, we still can range in time here a little bit before we drop down, guys. Okay, so, yeah. I'm still looking, of course, for lower. I don't see yet a very strong signal for a reversal, especially at the 1-to-1 fib level. Now, we are estimating, of course, this scenario because this is the last chance for Bitcoin, which even, yeah, I mean, if we don't see really a move toward the upside, especially invalidation for this, invalidation of bearish, that means if we don't take this price at 102K, $608, that means we continue simply toward the downside. If the retracement of wave 4 gonna take this 102K, then we start to look for something else. What is that something else? It might be, of course, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then moving down again. So it can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the diagonal that we talked about it, and we're looking for a massive wave 2, and then we drop down again. Okay, so this level here is very crucial and very critical. It is in confluence with those two scenarios that I just mentioned, the double 1, 2, and the diagonal for a big 1, 2. It is in confluence as well with an ending diagonal wave 4, which is this one. Let me go bigger picture again. So with this one, which is of course a wave 3, top there, wave 4, finished, you move here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal. Currently, we are in the perfection for a wave 4. We have hit exactly the 1 to 1 fib level as a zigzag, and we might move for a wave 5 or wave 2, right? So because it can be diagonal, wave 2, dropping down. It can be 1, 2, 1, 2, we move up a little bit, we drop down. Or it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that's why I'm insisting on something might be higher possibility to move, of course, for higher prices. Unless, guys, it's gonna be very, very bearish and like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we drop wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. This is a very, very fast bearish scenario. Okay. How we make sure? Well, simply by taking the low again and diving. Okay. If we dive deeper, okay, we're unfolding the wave 3 here. By the way, also very interesting to watch is the channel. Look what happened for the first time since a very, very long time here ago, since July. We were ranging inside this channel. This is the first time we break it. So are we gonna really break it as potential wave 3? Because this is a signal of a wave 3. Once you get out here, especially once you get out from this base channel, it's gonna drop very, very fast and massively, guys. Okay, unless of course it is a fake out. You know, like it's just gonna fake and then come back again for a range again inside it, meaning wave 2, and then dropping down later, or it might continue for a new all-time high, which is of course the ending diagonal. So we're still there with the ending diagonal. The price is still holding there. So we didn't get yet a 100% clear answer. But here we go. This 1-to-1 fib level, we're still ranging around it. I need a decisive and a clear move a little bit to call, of course, something very, very bearish is unfolding. Right, so that's it for Bitcoin, guys. This is what I'm looking for. Currently, I still look for a lower, but if we dive deeper, also 15-minute chart, yeah, I don't see really a strong movement yet. What I think it is an A, B, and a C here. And this might be your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be something like this. Coming back to the blue box, maybe just taking the high and then dropping down. By all means, this means nothing as bullish yet or reversal. It's not a strong one. Okay. All right, guys. So that's for Bitcoin. Activated. Hello, buddy. How you doing? LTC would be nice. Yes, it's already included. Cyprian. Hello, KG. All the people on the live. You're very welcome. MG. Nice to see you, buddy. And Nasim, welcome. I hope that I didn't miss anyone. Welcome, everybody. So, for Bitcoin dominance at 29 minutes, for the dominance, I think we start to see some movement probably. Yes. Okay. Okay. For the dominance, finally, of course, this wave 2 is probably finished there. Okay. So definitely after this impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, we saw, of course, 3 waves up. Perfection inside the blue box for a wave 2, right, in this wick. and then we drop down here potentially as 1, 2, and then of course wave 3, 4, 5. We are probably gonna continue for a wave 3. Now, what's gonna happen if Bitcoin dominance is gonna drop very massively in a wave 3? And can it be the trigger for a wave 3 in the real price of Bitcoin? Meaning, are we gonna dump while Bitcoin dump with it? That is gonna be bearish for the whole crypto market, of course. But if we gonna dump and Bitcoin is gonna move higher as correction or ending diagonal wave 5 that we just saw, that means, of course, it's gonna be very bullish for the alts, because Bitcoin is weak or weaker than the altcoins. And that gives, of course, a potential alt season probably. Yep, so we'll see. This is what I think with Bitcoin dominance. I think at both case scenarios, the dominance should move in a wave 3 right now, okay? Or the next week from now on. It has already prepared the 1, 2, by the way, okay? We have a big 1, 2 and then a smaller one, meaning, yeah, it is ready to unfold, okay? So be careful. It might mean, of course, two things. It might mean if we see Bitcoin moving up, it's going to be very, very massive for the altcoins. If Bitcoin moves down with it, that's going to be very, very bad for the crypto market, all of it. Okay? Yep. So always have a blast watching your live. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Nassim. I'm always enjoying it with you guys. I always enjoy it. Can you check BC2? BC2? Okay, we're gonna see what is that. BC2. I wish that I have more time to chat with you guys, but I try to benefit the best of the time to analyze the market, to get answer for everybody, and yeah, to stay familiar with what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best as well to keep an eye on the chat. So Ethereum, for Ethereum, well, I did yesterday, of course, and before yesterday, almost the same analysis still. Of course, I'm not gonna dive deeper. You can go to the video because nothing has changed. All what I see is double 1, 2 still. What I see is two part, very impulsive part, very corrective part. And that means, of course, it's a start of something very, very bullish. Currently, this correction, I already see three ways. That make me much more confident that we are corrective here, unless, of course, it turns into something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 1, 2, and then we dive deeper. But very low possibility, okay? But as A, B, and a C, this is how I see it, okay? So the wave C as diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, I'm still looking for this area. I'm still looking for this one more low, but definitely you need a retracement. Of course, we will not dive 6 daily candles in red without any green candle. Don't forget that is wave 4 or a wave 2, right? So therefore, we need to see something as a green. But I still believe, of course, one more low is there. Okay, so might be the case. And on the 4 hours chart, for example, very corrective. 1 hour chart also, yes. Triangle even. Okay, so I don't see yet, of course, such a movement, strong movement toward the upside yet. I believe one more low can be very likely before probably we shift toward the upside in a clear A, B, and a C. The wave C is a diagonal. Especially the time required is there. This is your timing. The blue box here is your timing, by the way, for a wave 2. So I believe that the time is ready as well. Yeah, so I think I think it's time to move. Of course, after one more low, it might move for higher. So yeah, to be watched, of course, one more low for Ethereum. For Solana, I think as well Solana is showing a potential of bullish scenario on the lower time frame here. So in case we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leading diagonal, okay? Of course, it can be a big WX and a Y, yeah, in a zigzag here, and you might have a zigzag, but yeah, I mean, it still can be a possible diagonal. I never miss a scenario before testing it, right? Especially that this part still looking kind of like a motive wave, and this part is so much overlapping, meaning messy, chaotic, very corrective. Okay, and when this happens, I have to test a 1-2. I cannot pass this zone without testing the price there or the reaction. Meaning W, X, and a potential wave Y might be unfolding. I doubt it. Because wave Y needs to be kind of like three waves, unless it's going to annoy us more here as potential ABC or zigzag like that, that it should be like almost the same size with the W. Or you are simply in ABC for a wave A, you got a wave B, you might be in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 4 and a 5. Okay, because if this is 1, 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finished wave 3, 4, and a 5. Blue box. So also for Solana, I'm still watching one more low. This is what I mean with it. And in both case scenario, even the W, the X, and the Y, because the Y has to be something three waves, and if this is an impulse, well, you might expect, of course, something like this. But it's gonna be a little bit more time, more annoying, I would say. I would prefer to finish in an impulse, because with impulse, you know that once the impulse structure is finished, yes, perfect, because you finish impulsive, that means reversal. Okay, that means a wave C has finished there, definitely, because it's an impulse. It's much more clearer. I love when this scenario happens, much more than WXYs, because they are tricky. So yeah, so this is what I'm watching for Solana. One more low, guys. We'll see. For injective, 37-minute. Okay, so for injective, I think injective also shows a little bit of strength here. I'm gonna explain why. I see a lot of strength in injective because I didn't saw an impulse even. I'm gonna explain. So what is beautiful in injective as well? If you take a look at this part, very impulsive motive wave, very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No intersection or interfering. The same for the wave 5, beautiful impulse. But if you take a look at this part here, you have overlaps, right? So very corrective, meaning we have to test the 1, 2, right? We still have, of course, a wave 1 here, a huge wave 1, can be because you have already previous 1, 2 as well, right? So this is our blue box here. Here you go. And of course, this is a double 1, 2, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, and we move very high for wave 3. Of course, it's not gonna move in one in one candle, guys. It's gonna take cycle, right? It's a bull run. Now, the low has been taken with this wick, right? But because of the structure where you have three ways down, three ways up, you finish directly the bear market in one single drop, which is horrible, the most horrible drop ever we saw in crypto market, right? Um, of course, it's not done, guys. It's not done. I don't mean the price, but I mean the structure as time. You need to create balance to bring confidence after such a scenario. The crypto market, yes, guys, it needs a lot of time to bring confidence again, or at least that everyone get recovered, or that they forgot what happened. Okay, so all these things that happened here is just like it has created like fear from the crypto market. Okay, and it needs time right now to recover. By all means, if you are in a W, X, and a wave Y, what I think here for injective is going on is a potential triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, meaning you're not gonna take the low anymore, but we're gonna range just simply in time in a triangle to finish a W, X, and a Y, and then start the move toward the upside. And that because, of course, we need time to finish this structure. And because, again, as I mentioned, you need trust. Now, if it's going to be worse than this, like A, B, and a C, the wave C has to be 5 waves. Because injective still showing power here and strength, and that probably you may not take this low anymore or lower than this. You might be probably in a wave C, but I think this is far scenario because, yeah, as I mentioned, probably we will not take this low. As a wave C, you would like to see a diagonal. A, B, and a C. But if this happen, it is very, very low. It's $2, $2.4. And I think it might not happen, guys. I don't think so that this is a scenario. I think it's a wave Y. Even wave Y can be, of course, a flat, can be a zigzag by taking the low again. But what I think, because of the strengths again, I think a triangle is going to unfold here. Okay, so I don't think we're coming to this area again, guys. Probably even the whole crypto, the whole altcoins might not take this very low wick. Okay, they might range in time. So we will see. Hello, Joe. Nice to see you here. Bled Durams. The Monero XMR is looking extremely bullish. Yes, I already mentioned this many times, also on X and Instagram. By the way, don't forget to follow. I always put some really nice opportunities there, possibilities for nice opportunities, and Monero is one of them. Okay, so and I still believe with the target that it might be reached over there. We're gonna go with Monero, by the way. XMR, we have it. Yes, we have it. Yeah, so it's coming next. All right. So this is regarding injective. On the lower time frame, I was mentioning why I see a lot of strands for injective. First, because after a triangle, okay, you got kind of like an impulse, probably, but I don't see it so. But yeah, you have an A, B, C. Well, even you cannot really count it, but yeah, A, B. Let me check. Yes, A, B, C, D, and an E, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this has finished an impulse, right? If this is an impulse where you didn't interfere, the rule are fine, everything is fine. Now we got 3 ways, very sharp, but those three ways took the 886, and that means, of course, 886 might mean something very, very slow that it might be unfolding there. I think it can be, of course, the triangle thing that I just mentioned as an A, B. You have the C. This is your D. This is your wave E. Can be possibly, but I think that the triangle should be bigger than this, and that means what I think is an A, B, and a C, D, and a E, somehow like this. Okay, so what I think right now is that one more low might unfold something for higher, but it might be your wave D, and then having a wave E, then reaching the perfect time to move for higher. Okay, so this is what it's like, the triangle, but it is expanding right now. Okay, it needs more time, guys. So one more low also for injective is very, very likely as well, guys. Okay, especially after 3 waves here, we see 3 waves toward the upside. Okay, so yeah. Okay. BONK for DMOT is already in. Bledger Monero is looking extremely bullish. I'm banned from both. Okay, I don't know what you mean. For pro-Palestine commentary, okay. I have nothing to say, buddy. I have nothing to say. Haven't had a bonk in years either. Okay. All right. Okay. So for Sui, let's move for Sui at 44 minutes 30. For Sui. Okay. For Sui, So this scenario that I already mentioned every time with the video, where we might be, of course, in a triangle, can be very likely because we took the 886 again. We failed to take the low so far, but it was very, very close. Now, of course, it is very, very possible even to take the low again. We're gonna dive inside it deeply because you have one, two, three, four, five, knowing that the wave five, well, very close to be done and finish, but we're gonna see. So basically, if you are in an ABC wave A, you're looking for two possibilities as a correction: triangle and you move up, or ABC for a wave B and you move up. Now, yes, SUI is totally different from render, from FET, from some other altcoins. SUI has different structure. But it looks for me very, very corrective and very close to be done and finished, and that we see something towards the upside. Now, not necessarily to take the all-time high, because you might be in the triangle in case we don't take the low again here. And it might be a wave D, meaning coming back to where it was SUI. Probably wave E later on, and then we push higher, meaning it is an opportunity, by the way. Very nice opportunity. SUI is very, very strong right now. And for the lower time frame, what we are looking at here is a potential, of course, 1, 2 here, where you have finished diagonal 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished almost structured impulse as a wave C. Now, in this wave 5, I can see clearly that we have 1, 2. Probably this is your wave 3, and currently you are in a wave 4, and you're looking for a wave 5. The blue box is still required for a wave 5 here, as I mentioned also on the Discord for this. That yes, one more low also for SUI, but very clear structure that is gonna be done probably in this area, and then we start to move for higher, especially once you take this low. So probably that we simply take this low, hit the 0.618 here, and then boom, moving for higher. If this happens and we take the low, well, you have opportunity for a new all-time high. Why? Because it's an ABC, meaning when you have an ABC here and you take the low, that means, of course, you are in wave A, B, and you're looking for a wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, target above $5.82. So while if you don't take the low, that means you are in a triangle. You might not take the high. We might come back for a wave E and then moving later on for higher, meaning more time as well. Yep. So this is regarding SUI. Very nice for SUI to be watched, of course. So I would say all of this, SUI is very strong. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna push two things to be watched after one more low. Yes, I think yeah, this is what we need. SUI one more low as well. So yeah, we're gonna see the others. But Ethereum, Solana as well, SUI, probably injective as well. Yep. So I think this one more low is very, very essential. Render, for render, I think, yeah, so render has showed up a little bit of strength here. It is flexing its muscles. Render. Um, I mean, just by looking here, you see some green already. Okay, that is some signal of strength, right? So ABC, wave A, you have a wave W, you have the X as a triangle. We're still looking for a wave Y. Now, what happens here? It confirms that yes, we are in complexity for render. And that's why I mentioned a few moments ago that I think the major of the market right now is going to move in sideways for a while. Okay? It's going to calm down and cool down a little bit until everyone get bored and everyone miss crypto again, especially after what happened. Everyone recovers and yeah, a little bit of enthusiasm come back to the market, and then we move for higher. Okay, so this is what I think. Now, if we dive deeper inside it, for for render. If we are still looking for lower as 1, 2, 3 wave 4, I doubt it a little bit because it went very, very close. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably as an ending diagonal. I doubt it a little bit. I think here something like A, you might be looking at a wave B still unfolding here as a wave B. Can be, of course, as an A, B, and a C probably. But yeah, I mean, imagine here you didn't took yet the invalidation of a potential impulse as a 1, 2, 3 wave 4. You didn't took yet the invalidation, which is very interesting, but I don't see it, guys, like this. I think that probably one more low can be taken here. Okay. So I think here you have A, B, and a C, D, and a E. So kind of like this triangle is gonna expand a little bit. So something like this, C, D, and a E, and then we start to talk about something bullish toward the upside. Okay. But I mean, yeah, we have to go so much into the micro. It's kind of like a bear sideways market right now after this week. I believe the lower prices we will not see so much lower again, but yeah, we need simply the time. All right, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen, guys. I did hit like so hard. The cops stopped my phone. Okay. Okay, Vlad. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So we already took the low on Coinbase. Um, on Coinbase, what do you mean took the low? You mean on the lower time frame here? Let me check what you mean. Ah, okay. I know what you mean. You mean this one, this low. Well, it is, yes, on Coinbase, it is taken. Is it? Let me check. Oh, it is taken, yes. It is taken, perfect. But we still need to finish the structure with one more low. That's a good point. Yes. Which is good. As an ABC is better because you start to look for a wave C. Bruning, hello. I am better late than never. Thanks for all of you. You're very welcome, buddy. Yes. You're not so late so much. So nice to see you also. 52 minute we go with FET. Let's see FET. Also, FET is flexing its muscles right now, and we see, of course, some movement toward the upside here. Well, very interesting that they are showing some kind of like a correction wave 4 here, and it might be a wave 5. Well, this is very interesting. It might be a big ABC here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for this triangle that I'm talking about, because I believe also that FET might move in a triangle formation, which is W, X, wave Y, A, B, C, D, and a E. Get the time, confidence, we move toward the upside. Okay. Well, I cannot yet make sure that we are bullish before we break this triangle. Now, once we get like invalidation of triangle, meaning if we are in an A, B, C, D, and an E, if the price here move for higher directly here in this zone, okay, something else is unfolding. We are bullish probably. This is what's gonna happen. So it doesn't mean that I'm focused right now and just stubborn sideways. Is just I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it, guys. We're gonna see if we get invalidation later on, and of course we will make sure to claim it before time, beforehand as well. So stay tuned, also always, and of course stay alert. Yes, that low. Yes, exactly. For Sui. All right. So for FET, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, very interesting what we are looking at here. I think we need to remove this. No need for it anymore. Very interesting what we are looking at here. Because if this is a potential impulse and we are looking at a wave 4 and a 5 here, well, very interesting because it can be, of course, a big ABC here. Now, will it break the triangle from there? The A, B, and a C, probably. Wave A, and then you're looking for a wave B, or it's gonna be something bullish to be watched. Yep. So this is the things finally start to be a little bit much more clearer for us, yeah, after this confusing week for the crypto market. But the things has started to shape out a little bit, give us some possibility and scenarios. Yeah, so this is what I love right now in the market. So yeah, there is no so much in uncertainty as before right now. The uncertainty is getting less. That bring more confidence. That may make the market flow again, right? So that's good. Let's see SPX 6900. So for SPX, this one also is in a scenario of a big 1-2 here, right? So we can be in a big 1-2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in the yellow. Let's put it, by the way, as a big 1-2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So if we are looking for a wave 3, of course, we're looking for the 1.618, $4.86 here. What is nice in SPX, now you can see clearly also that you might be here in a potential W. Now you tell me, KG, it is a 5 waves. Why it is not diagonal? Of course, the rules are broken for a diagonal. Wave 3 is longer than the wave 1. And you have wave 4 interfering. So you cannot count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as an impulse, and you cannot count also diagonal. Also, you cannot count even expanding diagonal. Why? Because expanding diagonal, it has to be a longer wave 5 than wave 3, and this is not the case. Meaning nothing as motive wave. It is simply a W, X, and a Y. And I believe that this is your W somewhere here, and you have a very, very shallow X as usual, and you get another similar Y for a W here. Okay, so W, X, and a Y. And then we have, of course, a fast wave B, which it is normally happening always. And then you got here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The structure is very close to finish as an impulse, which is very nice. And I mentioned, I love finishes in impulses for correction because it gives me much more confidence that, yes, finally, we got an impulse, meaning the wave C is finishing. Yeah. Once we finish the wave 5 of wave C, we move up, right? So currently, this wave 5 of wave C is also very, very close to be done and finished, and that we see something to reverse toward the upside. Okay, so after 3 waves toward the upside here, we see 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5, probably something like that. Now, I believe, well, one more low is very, very good opportunity. So one more low can be a very nice opportunity, to buy. Even if it gets one more low later, it's still gonna move for higher probably here for SPX. On the bigger time frame, why I'm very sure and optimistic about it, because you have a big 1-2, you have another leading diagonal 1-2. Wave 3 finished already as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kind of like a very clear structure, which I love it. Then you got a wave 4 after the wave 3 here, and a wave 5. In case this is your wave 5 in the white, that means you finished a wave 3, right? In case that you're looking for a wave 4, well, okay, it can be possibly a wave 4 unfolding still for lower, but don't forget that this looks very impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No invalidation, right? Now, if it's going to turn corrective, okay, we're going to take the 886. We're going to see a very massive drop. We're going to see more volume, probably, and then getting away for, and then moving toward the upside. So be careful. Of course, there is still a scenario where you still might take this low. But yeah, we'll see, guys. Basically, when I see an impulse 5 ways finished, I feel much more comfortable that the things, okay, might shift for higher. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, unless of course it's gonna like trap us and turn into like a 1-2, another 1-2, and then very fast wave 3. So if we take the 886, it is a wave 3, guys, definitely. Then of course we gotta accept the loss in case that you took the risk, and therefore because you know now that there is this risk, you should estimate your entry, right? Risk management and having a good plan. Okay, so yeah, so 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 probably, or the wave 5 is extending in 1 2 3 4 and a 5, meaning this wave here is still looking, because by the way, this blue zone, why I think that we're gonna get extend, because this blue zone is based, by the way, let me put the new presentation, wave 5 over 1. So this zone here is based on this one too, the white one. Normally the target should be there. I mean, the wave 5 in the white should be here, okay, because based on the wave 1, and of course taken over the wave 3, plus a wave 3 is shorter. I mean, not so short, but I mean, it's fine, 1.618. So we might get very clear wave 5, okay? This is what I mean. And 0.618, okay? So this is what I think. It can be very likely 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3 in the blue. And so this is the possibility. Then getting a new wave 4 over there in the blue. Would it be the scenario? Would it give it to us? I don't know, guys. If the market is gonna be nice to us so much. All right. So virtuals, 1 hour already. 1 hour, 1 minute. Okay, let's see this guy for virtuals. Okay. Yeah, so virtuals also is not a bad chart at all. I see it a little bit very stronger even than SUI, honestly, because I see the same structure of SUI, if you remember, a big zigzag with the wick, but virtuals incredibly move to higher. However, I don't know, of course, I mean, Elliott wave, because we got used to it, right? I start to estimate a potential triangle as well. So if we are in a potential triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E, well, can be the scenario, okay, for a long range. But currently, on the lower time frame, you did not invalidate the impulse, incredibly. So we still here potentially in an ABC, right? Now, definitely we didn't continue from there after this drop. We are in a longer wave C, obviously. And of course, because we didn't took the one-to-one fib level, this is what I was looking for. So we start to see some kind of weakness probably. And especially that wave 2 here is very sideways, which make it much more like a wave B. If this is an A, B, and you're looking for a wave C, your wave C can be kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Well, I doubt it even. I think that even this can be your 1, 2, 3, and the wave 4 is still unfolding here. This is your A, B, and a C, even though wave B is there. Meaning 3 ways for a wave A as an expanding flat. You have 3 ways for a wave B, and you have an impulse for a wave C. One-to-one fib level to be taken, of course, from the highest point to the lowest point, probably 1-to-1. Maybe it's gonna be, of course, less. Yeah, so don't forget this. Structure, always take a look at the structure. If it is a wave C, 1-2, right? If this is a 1-2, even it can be, guys, let me dive deeper. Yeah, yeah, it's a 1-2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you have another 1, 2 here because it's a diagonal. Unless it is a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 as diagonal, also ending diagonal, like you're finishing here. But you need, guess what? You need the wave 4 to interfere with zone 1. So broken rules for diagonal. Meaning no, double 1-2s here even can be. So be careful with it, okay? Because you have leading diagonal, you have an impulse, and of course wave 3 is not allowed to be diagonal, so you cannot say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 1, 2 here. And we might get, of course, a very massive drop. probably. Or, yeah, there is always an or here. W, X, and a Y. Finished. This is your finished potential scenario. Okay, W, X, and a Y. Meaning it has finished in 3 ways. You have 3 ways for W, you have 3 ways for the X, and 3 waves zigzag for a wave Y. And that means on the lower time frame, if we move for higher here, continuation, we see something very impulsive, 3, 4, 5. Well, can be, of course, it can be, but don't forget, of course, to estimate as well the 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you are in wave 2, you might drop down. Okay, so this is what we are looking for. So I'm gonna put this also potential scenario as 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, in case, of course, do not forget this for the next analysis, right? Keep on the same track. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably white. Okay. Yep. So that's it for SPX. We'll see, guys. Not bad. For Tau, 1 hour 6 minute here. Okay, for Bitensor, which is an interesting coin because, of course, it showed a lot of power during the FOMO and the fear that we had before. So we saw a rebound even much higher than the wick, very higher than the wick. For the daily first, let me explain what's going on. So for the daily, on the daily chart, we have, of course, for Tau, I know that you see a lot of sideways, but don't forget that the market is upward. And this is exactly what you would like to see. Of course, an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that the market goes sideways, meaning more confidence, and no one sold yet. Okay, no one sold from the low here. And because, of course, we have finished a potential structure as ABCDE triangle here, we saw a move toward the upside. Is it gonna be the 1, 2 here and continuation for higher? Very likely. Another possibility is that you have the W, the X, and the Y finished, knowing you didn't took the low over there, a signal of strength again. And you might be in an impulse, wave 1. This is your wave 2. And you're moving in a wave 3 toward the upside. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. So Tau is looking really strong, honestly, guys. Now, what is the bearish? The bearish is bullish. Why? Because if you have 3 ways down, if you want to count it like this, you have 3 ways up. You didn't finish the 1-to-1 Fib level yet for A, B, and a C. And then you dive bearish or very deep correction. So even the bearish is bullish first. In confluence was all the bullish scenario. Finished 3 ways, you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished triangle, you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bearish, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, not finished yet, and then you move down. Very interesting, right? So that's why the structure, despite this wick, it has decided to move very high, right? And this is always what I mention, each chart by chart, guys, always. Don't take it always fundamentally and that Bitcoin is gonna drop, everything is gonna drop. Sometimes, of course, the chart by itself tells you something. Now, what I believe here, no triangle even, I think that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One more low. To hit perfectly the blue box taken from the wave 1, ABC, yes, is a very long one. Understandable, right, for the crypto market. And then moving toward the upside. Okay. So Tau is very, very nice. One more low, of course, is gonna be waiting for us there. Okay. So we'll see. All right, guys. For link at 1 hour, we are at 10 minutes already. 9 minutes. Okay. For chain link, we're gonna see what happened with it. Okay, we are in the blue box for chain link. Nice to see it. So chain link on the lower time frame, we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, and a C. very, very clear diagonal, and I believe very, very close to be done and finished. So in the A, B, and a C, you have, of course, 5 ways down. We are in the perfection for a wave 2 with a almost finished structure in motive wave or ending diagonal here, which is very nice, I would say. W, X, and a Y. The wave Y might be a little bit, of course, annoying because it can be, of course, an A, B, and a C here. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but also very close. Okay, so even if you probably have a wave A, B, and a C, well, I doubt it, guys. Yeah, I doubt it. That the wave Y can be still taking more time. I think no. I think this is exactly what happened. If we are in a wave Y, it should have moved for higher. So I doubt the WX and a Y. I'm gonna remove it. We have passed it already there. Yes, this was my scenario. ABC for a wave Y, and by the way, it looks perfect with a W. So Y it should move for longer time. My scenario was a wave C for a diagonal, and here we go. Here we are. We take the low, and I believe on the 1 hour chart, yes, you still need one more low to finish up the small count here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you still have one more 4 and a 5 to finish up. So yes, it's gonna be very deep and it's gonna play a lot of psychology and a doubt, but I think we're ready almost. Okay, guys, that's for link XRP 1 hour. Now you're wondering if I'm very very bullish. Well, I'm bullish for a kind of like a rally. Okay, guys, this is what I see, a rally. Okay, and when I say rally, it means like we're moving, of course, for something very, very strong, but not necessarily to be bullish, meaning like a new all-time high, okay, or new or bull run, okay. It can be very strong ABC, something like this. It can be probably if we take the signal for bull run, then I'm gonna claim it definitely. But this one, it can be ABC, for example. Nobody knows. Okay, guys? It can be ABC, and it can be a bigger WX and a Y. WX and a wave Y. So, meaning 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and then we dive deeper. But yeah, we'll see, guys. Okay, we'll see. But very nice price. I think a strong reversal might start to take place very soon for the crypto market the next week. AAVE. For AAVE, which is very nice coins, this one, by the way. I don't know. It's very rare that you ask for it, guys, but I see it like a very, very strong one. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why you don't ask so much for it, but I see a very strong impulse first. What a trend, yeah. Um, and then we have W, X, and a Y, probably, which I doubt it. Why? Because, of course, I mean, even the 0.38 here, not taken. And I believe that it is something like a triangle here, unfolding. Now, of course, this shows a lot of red there, but I mean, it's still, of course, a potential bigger correction here. So what I think here, if we might take a wave C, D, and an E, I think, of course, we might move for higher. Now, I don't see this like really clear impulse, but it can be, guys, like A, B, and a C. And I'm not sure that we're gonna take again the low, which I doubt it. I think that it might dive a little bit deeper, finish the structure here as a potential ABC, maybe taking only this low there, and then moving D and an E, and then continue toward the upside, which is 762 your target on the linear. That's very high. From the 180 to the 762. I missed XRP. What is it? Oh, yes. We're gonna do XRP still. Okay. So very nice for AAVE, for Wave D. Thank you, guys. Always remind me, guys, when I miss something. It happens many times because I got lost. And yeah, trying with the chat with you as well. moving here and there. All right, so in this scenario where we have a potential 1, 2, in case that this is an impulse, A, B, and a C. All right, so I'm gonna clean up just to see a little bit what's going on. We were expecting something for higher probably, but of course it didn't unfold. We got, knowing that we got 5 ways, but oh, okay, we got invalidation. Yeah. So very nice. It was starting like 1 2 1 2. Wave 3 it shows potential, and then wave 4 directly invalidated by interfering. So if we got this, what I just deleted few seconds ago. So our invalidation was there, so it was taken. So you should have your stop always there, guys, and that's why. Okay. Now what we got is a potential here. Wave 2, wave C, unfinished yet. Unfinished. Why? Because you move impulsive 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5. I believe one more low. I believe one more low is going to be inside this perfection for a wave 2, 0.618. I think, guys, I start to sense a finished structure, honestly. I start to sense a finished structure. And I believe that this wick cannot be taken so much into consideration that you took so much the low here. Probably you still can count 1, 2. Yeah, because some platform didn't have it so deep. Some, But in case that that it is in a triangle, well, I think that the triangle, honestly, is already finished as well. A, B, C, D, and an E probably can be. Meaning this one more low can play even as a finished triangle here and move higher. Now, why low possibility? Of course, because of the time between the A, B, and here it start, of course, to move in a momentum. But it can be. But what I like in AAVE is that it's still very high, yeah, from the start. Like, again, all the buyers there still holding. Okay, we did even like all the buyers there, they are still holding. That's very nice. Okay, it's a very nice chart. Keep an eye on it. I think very interesting. All right, for XRP, let's see XRP at 1 hour 17 minutes. XRP. Okay, here you go. Okay, for XRP is going a little bit complex as well, but we're gonna try to tackle it. So I'm going a little bit all-time history here to take a look. Where are we in XRP? So basically, if you take a look at XRP, you have your direction of the market, which is nice toward the upside, right? Impulse, wave A or wave 1. Now we got a very, very annoying long WXNY, which is WABC, your X, and you got an ABCDE triangle in a wave Y. And then you start an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, what I doubt with this is two things. Is it like 1, 2, 3, and we're still looking at a wave 4 here and a wave 5? Or is it a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished wave 1, and you're looking at a wave 2? Which one? Now, the answer is a little bit hard on XRP to give, but you can get it exactly from this wave. This is your key potential answer here. Now, what you got here, a 1, 2, 3, what is horrible is that you got a perfect wave 4 as triangle, which is very characteristic. But the wave 5, it doesn't look really healthy impulse. So it's also annoying that you cannot really count on it, that it is something as a finished wave 5. And without a finished wave 5, I cannot count wave 1. So very, very annoying price for XRP. But anyway, both of them obviously are corrective, because whether you are in wave 2 or a wave 4, at the end we know that we are corrective and the same structure is going to be the same. But I'm still wondering if this is a wave 1 finished or the wave 1 is going to be finished still. I tend to be, honestly, I tend to be much more for this. I still tend to be in a 1, 2, 3 and a very long wave 4. And I'm going to keep this potential possibility there, 4 and a 5. Even with this wick, you didn't took the low. You didn't took the invalidation. And that means, of course, we still save for a wave 4 and a 5. And I'm still looking for this blue box. And I think it's going to be taken sooner or later. And this correction, now, if we start to look at it as a correction, when it's going to end, whether wave 2 or wave 4, well, you have 3 ways down here. You have 3 ways up, 3 ways down again, meaning if this is a wave C, you should move for higher, right? Timing, it is good. It is time to move for higher. Then we need this wave 5 to be done and finished. Let's say this is your wave 4 there. Now, another possibility is a triangle, as running triangle A, B, C, D, and a E, and then we move to a higher. Both scenarios, even in a triangle, you move for higher in a wave D, which is confluence, right? If we are in a very longer correction, like a 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, something to unfold as bullish is there, right? As W, X, and a Y. So by all means, I'm still looking for something at least as a rebound, as a rally, but I don't see yet ready bullish scenario, honestly. Okay. 4 hours, if we dive deeper inside it, I doubt anything bullish, because wow, we lack for the structure. No impulses yet. In whole this range, there is no impulses. And that means, of course, you might still be looking here at something probably for higher, maybe moving in diagonal, maybe ending diagonal and then dropping down one more low. So I don't see yet very clear push for higher yet for XRP, guys. Despite everything what we looked before right now, XRP still holding, but you know this guy. He loves sideways a lot, and a very, very long sideways. This is the history of XRP. Okay? Very, very long sideways. So if this is going to happen, well, I don't doubt it. And I think this is what's going to happen. So, yeah. I mean, I like it and I don't like it so much as a coin, because when it is bullish, it's incredible bullish, like it moves like crazy, right? But catch it if you can. Because it trick you so much with this very long sideways, and you kind of like give up on it at some time, or you forget about it. Yeah, it means it doesn't have like flow of price action. But regarding the price, is a very nice price. Yeah, so everything looks very strong and solid and moving for higher. But this characteristic, I hate it, honestly. I don't like it. This character of coins is a little bit um, tricky. Yeah, so you gotta buy and just simply forget it for years somehow. This is XRP. This is how you should do. Okay, when you start to see sideways and correction, just okay. You have some cash, just want to throw them, forget about them, just buy XRP. You might find them in your retirement. But yeah, so this is how it works with this guy, right? Every sideways you get a high, sideways you get a high, but very fast high, very fast. The same here, very fast, sideways, very fast. But yeah, this is we have to accept how it works. So for XRP, I think that guys, yeah, we go in a very long sideways, very simple, okay. And I think the running triangle at least is working here, or even a W, X, and a Y. The wave Y is the sideways triangle. This is exactly what I think is gonna happen. Meaning wave 4 might still take a lot of time. Okay, guys. Probably. This is what I think. Highest possibility. All right. let's move for your special request, and let me hydrate first and go to the chat. But just give me a few seconds. All right. Okay, guys, we're back. For Litecoin, let's see LTC at 1 hour 25 minutes. Okay. Um, and before going to your special request, you missed XRP. Yes, we just did it. Is getting deleted. Um, what do you mean is getting deleted, Ayub? BAFK, can you check QNT for the next stream? Yes, we can leave it for the next stream. QNT. And maybe we're gonna do it. We're still at 1 hour 25. Good timing. So for LTC, we are LTC USD. Here we go. So let's see for this one. Okay, very nice chart as well. I mean, not very nice, but nice, because of course you might be in 3 waves. Preferably that we were in an impulse here. Now, 3 waves is fine because you get, of course, a solid correction after it, a solid sideways, which I think this guy might explode also at any time. Because you are in an A, B, and a C, a D, and an E triangle, and this wave E has started to unfold something, so very interesting. Yeah, we start to see some higher prices here. So if you are in a potential from this week, 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 not invalidated yet. So you might, yeah, you might be in this scenario. Very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 even can be a finished wave 1 here, guys. Because you might have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Unless it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. Is it the case? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, it's an ending diagram. Yep. I think it is a 1, 2 even here. And we're starting something towards the upside. Very interesting. So lower time frame. Let's go on the 2 hours chart here. What do we have? A lot of chaos. Okay, it has been a very long time. We didn't do anything for Litecoin, it looks like. So let's go back. Here we go. All right. So we were looking for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3. Well, we got invalidation over there. So this is gone. All right. This is gone. I think, yeah, I'm going to delete this and start again because we might be in a wave E there, the highest possibility. So yes, I'm going to start the count for the lower time frame simply from there. From 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which it might be unfolding over there. Here you go. Okay. Targets for this potential wave 3 as an impulse, we might be looking for this wave 3 between $147 $167. Confirmation, of course, guys. I know that we have 1 2 1 2, but don't forget 5 ways up, 3 ways down. We take the highs. This is much more safer to confirm that we're moving bullish, right? Plus, don't forget, of course, always to test the ABC at 1 to 1 fib level. If broken, okay, you move to the 167. Okay? So I would say very nice one for Litecoin. I think it deserves to be watched as well. Okay, 4 hours. I'm just organizing the folders. Would like to check a little bit RSI for it, just to see. Yes, it looks nice. It looks nice, guys. With RSI and MACD both, they are above the midline, open signal line, and open MACD line for bullish. Momentum is increasing. So very nice signal. Weekly is still in the middle, Probably, yeah, here is showing a little bit weakness, but I mean, even we're moving for higher. Probably it can, don't forget you are above the midline, also on the MACD. It might, of course, reverse here. But the daily is very nice, guys. 4 hours is good. 1 hour, of course, it's gonna show some retracement. Yeah, but the things are looking good for Litecoin. But trade safe, of course. No financial advice, guys. All right. Let's see the next one for LDO at 1 hour 30. Okay. I don't know what happened. LDO. What is that? USD Lido. Okay. We never did this before. For DAO. Okay. Ah, really? Guys, what kind of chart? Did you really ask for this? Discord? Just 1 second, guys. Yeah. Sinners Segul. Buddy, you know me. You know me. I don't recommend any kind of these charts. Okay, buddy? So we don't want to have such charts. Coinbase, yeah, it's horrible. No, not recommended. Sorry, buddy. Um okay, so 1 hour 31 for JASMY. Okay. JASMY. All right. Well, JASMY is fine. It's fine. Still can be, of course, in a potential wave one. Yeah. You can be in a new psychology here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And you might be, of course, in this correction. Now, of course, my target is not hit yet 100%, knowing, of course, the major wave, major box here, blue box is taken, but the precision is not yet taken. Now, what I think here, of course, there is nothing bullish. We have failed. Invalidation of triangle. Of course, we moved for lower. That means we go lower. And that means when we are in a potential WXNY or potential ABC, very likely that you are here in an impulse. Wave 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 4 might still take time because you have, of course, a very sharp wave 2. You might be in a triangle here. So what I think right now is going on is a 1, 2, and your wave 3 potentially. Wave 4, well, invalidated already. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for wave 3. Yeah, 4 and a 5. Yes. Invalidated, meaning you are potentially in a diagonal here. Okay. No impulse. So probably the diagonal. But let me check also the fib levels for a wave 3. If we got the wave 3 as diagonal, well, yeah, overpass. No. Also not a diagonal. Okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, unless it is unfinished wave 5. Okay. So two possibilities. Whether you're still in a big impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but your wave 3 is not finished yet, meaning you are in 1, 2, and then wave 3, probably be 4 and a 5 for a wave 3, meaning all of it, one impulse, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5. By all means, I don't see a really clear structure yet to be done and finished unless it is a very deep W, X, and a Y here. Okay. So you have W, X, and a Y. If you are in a wave Y, one more low can be very likely taken. Okay. If you are here in a potential, I think even this target imprecision has to be updated. So if I take here 1, 2, 3, wave 3, yeah, 1.618. It can be a WX and a Y, 1.618, meaning zigzag, like you get 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and then you move for higher. But to be tested later on. Why? Because you might be as well in a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So if we dive deeper, be careful from it. Okay. Anyway, I already mentioned this before with JASMY. You gotta be careful. Okay, guys. Uh, Felipe, hello, buddy. Amazing analysis. Thanks. You're very welcome, buddy. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And we are looking for what? XMR here. Okay. So let's do. Okay. I think we missed here. We are at 1 hour 31 for JASMY. And we are right now at 1 hour 35 for XMR. XMR. All right. So Monero, one of the best coins right now, right? So I already mentioned this many times on Discord, on Instagram, on X. I published also the possibilities, and here we are. So for XMR or Monero, we're looking still for this target. $612. Very nice price action. We're looking at a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, which it is unfolding very likely a wave 5, 612 minimum, or can be, of course, 1000. You have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, WX and a Y, and currently we're moving very impulsive. Yeah, so you kind here you kind of have like diagonal 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and a 5, probably continuation toward the upside. Yep. So this is the things. Nasim, I wish you did YouTube live more often. Well, I do, but the weekdays are for the stocks normally on the stocks channel, and I keep the weekend much more focused for the crypto market. But maybe I should do at least one live stream in the middle of the week for the crypto. But good, I mean, I already had this idea before. I did it once, and I should come back to it. I think. We'll try this week to have one more live stream in the middle of the week. Okay. And especially if we see something. Normally, when I see something really strong for the crypto market, like for example, when, if you remember, before we get the wick for the crypto market, before a few hours, I just made a live stream, right? Before we get exactly in this. If I see something normally very, very interesting, of course, I directly jump into a live stream. But I will try also this week to do something as well. So for Monero, we're looking, yeah, simply for higher, guys. Now, of course, there is a possibility that you don't take the high 100%. Be careful that you might still be in the triangle here, running triangle, yeah, like an A, B, C, D, and an E, and then moving for higher. But honestly, the potential of this wave, which is very impulsive, it shows kind of like 1, 2 here, and you might be in a 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. So very, very interesting. Yep. And if we are in a leading diagonal, of course, you finish up here. And if you are in A, B, and a C, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. You're very welcome, Nasim. My pleasure, buddy. All right, for BONK, let's see BONK at 1 hour 39 minute for BONK. So Monero, as I mentioned, like several targets, guys. Okay, this is the minimum target. It can be an A, B, and a C. Let me put this for you for A, B, and a C, meaning higher prices. Okay, because the wave C might be very impulsive in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, above 1 to 1 fib level, above the 1 2000 even. Very interesting for XMR. All right, so for BONK, BONK USD, here we go, or without, here we go. All right, so for BONK, yeah, very red. Well, meme coins, you gotta be careful with it this time right now, guys, because the meme coins are a little bit, of course, the most affected one normally in the crypto market. So you gotta be careful with it, okay? Basically, with BONK, I see a potential A, B, and a C here. Nothing is really impulsive. We have a wave A, right? Now it can be kind of like 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and a 5. What is your wave 5? 3 waves, you know? So therefore, it is very likely that you are in wave A, wave B, and probably unfinished yet, meaning this wave Y or a wave C can still be there. Now, in a wave Y, you can finish here a W and X. This is, of course, can be something like a wave Y, but I don't see this. I see much more a wave C. And this wave C can be, of course, a very deep 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Not necessarily that the wave 5 take the low, but you might finish truncated wave 5 in a diagonal. Okay, meaning you're still gonna finish kind of like very boring, annoying wave 5 in diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of like the market tells you, yes, we know it's gonna be truncated, but I have to finish the structure because of the timing, you know. So like W, X, and a Y. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm looking for. If you take the time here, taken from the W to the X in a wave Y as a time, sorry, wave Y, you still need the perfection at 1.618, okay, for a wave Y. Now, it's still, start can be there, but perfection is 1.618 normally. So I still believe that, yeah, you need any kind of structure here. Now, if you dive inside it, if you want to put this diagonal for you, you already have the wave 1 here. You got your A, B, and a C for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably can be something like this, like mean 1, 2. Maybe here you're gonna get a rebound. Don't forget 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Somehow like this. It can goes just like that. Okay. So be careful. Be careful. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna dive directly and so on. It might rebound, guys. So it's not gonna be like, it's a correction, guys. It's a correction. So it's not gonna be like that you get the nice impulses, nice signals that you might move for higher. Okay, so this is the thing. All right, let's see BAT at 1 hour 42 minute here for BAT. Is that also a meme coin? Ooh, what a no. Sorry, guys. Very sideways. How do you trade this? I mean, without Elliott wave, it's gonna be horrible. I mean, with Elliott wave, it's gonna be horrible. What if without Elliott wave? 3 ways up, 3 ways down, probably finished, and probably unfinished. You cannot know because this is an impulse. You have 3 waves, and you didn't finish yet the structure, which it should be diagonal, for example, or probably double 1, 2, and you drop 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And because it doesn't have a direction towards the upside or a good signal as an impulse, well, stay out. Stay of course away because it's not safe, guys. So not recommended and no financial advice. 1 hour 43 30 minute for ADA. For ADA, we're looking here at Cardano. Okay, so Cardano on the all-time history. Now we have kind of like double 1, 2. It reminds me a little bit with injective, but injective it has higher numbers, right? So we have 1, 2, 1, 2 probably, and another 1, 2. This is the case. What's going on here, or something much more horrible, meaning a longer wave to after an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got an impulse downward potentially as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Or it can be, of course, WX and a Y. But the problem is here is confirming an impulse. Why? Because you are corrective. And you still dive deeper. So be careful from this low. I mean, Cardano, I know that it was very strong coin at that time. But currently, after this high and this drop down and this corrective channel, I don't see a strength. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, guys. If we have here kind of like a 1, 2, 3, you see, what is your wave 4 and a 5? So kind of like I gave up a little bit on it there. Okay, once I saw this, so I don't really like it so much anymore. This chart, I see weakness somehow. And I don't have 1, 2 here to say that, okay, you are in a clean double 1, 2, right? On the daily, you cannot really call 1, 2, 1, 2. It's kind of like here, finished, done, 3 ways. And you cannot, one, A, B, and a C. What a horrible wave, too, right? It's a very long one and it's horrible. Yeah. So I believe that the low probably is gonna be taken. How? I don't know, guys. Why? But maybe, of course, you're gonna go sideways. Maybe you're gonna go sideways as well, as the same as for the other coins. 3 ways up, and you move 3 ways down in W, X, wave Y is your sideways. But that's a long sideways. I'm not interested. Right? So wave Y can go, yeah, it has to, let's say this is 3 waves here. You have to get the same length almost, yeah, to compare with it. And then you have the X here. It can be like this. But let's say it is. Do you really believe that this is a 1, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y for a wave 2 after this very long time? Of course not. I doubt it. What I think it is an A, B, and a C then. Okay? Probably. But I'm not interested so much in the chart, this one. But I know it's ADA. Yeah, so it's Cardano. It was very famous, very popular. But I don't see it anymore. I don't know why, guys. What was here? COTI? Okay. Oh my god. I messed up today so much. 1 hour 44 for ADA, I think. And currently we are 47 for COTI. Okay, 1 hour 47 for COTI. All right, let's see this one. USD terrorism index. Horrible. I didn't thought we have a terrorism index on TradingView. All right, so we have ABCW and then X here, okay, in 3 ways. Okay, so if you are here very corrective, first, I mean, of course, what is fine is that it starts towards the upside, even if it is kind of like a complex structure, which is, of course, you have WX and a Y in a potential ABC or WX and a Y. And I think that this might be, of course, a bigger ABC, and that because of the WX and a Y inside it. So I prefer to put this for you here. Because it's very rare to get WX and a Y in a wave W, okay? And obviously that this is kind of like zigzag. Now it can be even like, well, invalidated. No, it's a WX and a Y. Okay. Meaning, of course, the target can still be there. Now, if this structure is not done yet, so you gotta be careful also, because you might still be in looking for something a little bit more longer in time as well, and you might still be here in a potential A, B, and a C, right? So you have to think about a wave C, which it can take a little bit more time here. Now, if we are here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay. I think that this is W, X, and a Y, A, B, and a C. I think it's not finished. Yeah, not finished. I think this is going kind of like into the triangle that I already mentioned. This is what I see, guys. The things has started to be a little bit much more clearer for me that the things are going here in a kind of like a triangle. Yeah, so A, B, C, D, and a E potentially, and then start the move for higher. Okay, so also you have to probably estimate WX and a Y internally here. Okay, for a wave B. Yep. So and then because of this reaction, you got a reaction here, but guess what? It's still kind of like, is that an impulse? It's a three waves here. Yeah. So as you can see, let me go 1 hour. Maybe we see it clearer. What is the one? Yeah, you have three waves. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 is this is a wave 2. Let me check if we have a 1, 2 here. Okay. It's can be guys. If you have 1, 2, 1, 2 here, what you would like to see for a bullish scenario, meaning new all-time high, confirmation for higher. Okay? That you take this price here because you might still be in 1, 2, 1, 2, meaning your wave 3, how much impulsive it's gonna be. Okay? In case you take the high. But if in case you still see, of course, lower prices here as a 1, 2, by the way, this is an impulse followed, meaning you're still ranging here in triangle. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's still, of course, diving deeper. And once you get an impulse, yeah, okay, the direction is changing towards the downside again. Okay? So, as I see for many coins right now, that they might unfold this triangle as a potential A, B, C, D, and a E, potentially can be W, X, and a Y. Of course, it can happen. Okay, guys. So yeah, be careful with this one. Still fine, but I mean there are better coins, right now that it might shows much more clarity. Including, for example, Sui, Ethereum, they are much more safer right now. Solana, not so safe. Still, of course, question mark. But Sui and Ethereum are the best right now, yeah, in term of risk and safety. Uniswap, 1 hour 52 minutes for Uniswap. Okay, all right. So Uniswap USD. Okay, so Uniswap also is a three ways toward the upside finished wave A or a wave W. You have three ways down, again, three ways up, very sideways, obviously very long W, X, and a Y still unfolding there. Your wave X is finished over there, taking the high. And currently, again, I'm going to remove this, all of that, because, of course, after the week, uh, we never did Uniswap. So what you have here is, again, probably you will get your triangle. A, B, C, D, and an E, and then we move for higher. Unless you finished here. If you finished as another scenario, therefore, you are in a potential 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 1, ABC wave 2, 1, 2, 3, very short, 4 and a 5, because of course you cannot count it right now as an impulse yet in another way. Wave 3 is longer than wave 1, which is nice. Wave 5 extended, and you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you move for higher. Again, confirmation for something very bullish and not triangle here is this price. Taking the high, but very nice, by the way, recover. But if you take the high one more time, that means, of course, something is bullish unfolding. All right. Plus, confirmation for the bull run is taking this high. Confirmation for bull run. What does it mean? it means that you might move for new all-time high, okay, by taking this high. All right. Because if you finished here, okay, if you take this high, okay, there is no continuation for this correction anymore. We invalidate, not invalidation, just done, finished. You move for higher. You take the all-time high. Okay. From the 18, you might move, of course, for the 44 and above it. Minimum is 44. The target might be the following: wave C regular flat. Wow. Okay. 235. Let's go linear. Even be more safe. Here we go. $49. Okay. But we're talking from at least $18 if you want to take it from there to be very safe. It's still very nice, right? Very nice. 100, 200%. All right. Okay, guys. So look, we're gonna put all of them for tomorrow. Okay. What is left here and what you ask for, Ayub ASSR. You're very welcome. MT, can you do dash? We're gonna leave it there. And the quantum. Okay, guys. For tomorrow, we're gonna do a live stream as well, just for the special request. Okay. So in this case, yeah, I'm gonna wish you, of course, a nice eve. And of course, for the crypto market, I see something that it might unfold next week, but it can be simply a rally, not for sure yet a bullish scenario, meaning new all-time highs, etc. And we might still need time. Okay, a rally might be the part of this triangle. Okay, many also coins or altcoins shows a potential of reversal after one more low, right? Which are these ones. XRP, not really. Not really. This is a little bit out. I prefer to stick with those guys here. Even SPX is fine, but not showing really strong. I would say those are the strongest, yes. And LTC is included. So to be watched for the next time, those Ethereum, Solana, Sui, Injective, Tau, and LTC. I wish you, of course, a nice eve, a nice weekend. Enjoy your time, guys. Your family. The market is slow today. Nothing is there. Just have fun. And of course, see you in the next one. Bye bye.